from Coach Mark is how to be professional and act correctly. And one thing I appreciate is how kind he is to the players.
Hey, Coach Mark. I'm so happy to be on your team, and what I've learned from you is how to play 6 and center back. And I really appreciate you for devoting your whole life to our team and putting a lot of time and effort into it. And thank you.
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is how important preparation is before games, and one thing that I appreciate is how dedicated he is to make our team better.
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is technique. He really helped me improve my passing. And one thing I appreciate about him is his professionalism and passion.
Hey Coach, one thing that I learned from you is how to play faster, and one thing that I really appreciate is that how you're really invested with the team and all.
Hey Coach Mark, it's Pranav. It's been a great 2.5 years learning under you. You have taught me many different aspects of the game and have made me a better player and a better person. You have made me learn so much and helped me create friendships I never thought I could have. Thank you.
I like how Mark taught me how to get better, and I appreciate how he makes funny jokes and he's always patient with us.
Mark, thank you for helping me with my passing, my long balls, and everything. I really appreciate your help with everything. Thank you, Coach Mark.
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is not to play square pass, and that's really important, and that made me way better. Something I appreciate from Coach Mark is all the hard work he does and prepares before a game. That really matters and makes us way better.
Hi, Coach Mark. It's Matthew. One thing I learned from you was how to use proper technique, and you really helped me in my build-up, which was kind of one of my lower points in my play, but now it's gotten a lot better, and that's thanks to you. And I appreciate how much effort you put into our team. You give us all the opportunities we could ever ask for. Thank you.
Hi, Coach Mark. One thing that I learned from you is how important the little details are, like nutrition and preparation. And one thing that I appreciate about you is how much dedication you put into every player.
Something that I appreciate was all the extra things Coach Mark does for us. Something that I learned was how to play the 6 position.
Something that I learned was the proper passing technique, and something I appreciate is how dedicated Coach Mark is.
Hi, Coach Mark. One thing I appreciate about you is how patient you are with us, even though I know sometimes we're very frustrating. And one thing I learned from you is how to check my surroundings better and know my surroundings and play quicker.
One thing Coach Mark taught me is how important nutrition is, and one thing I appreciate about him is how dedicated he is to our team.
One thing that I learned from Coach Mark was to shoot on target and get past the defenders. And one thing I appreciate from him is that he's supportive and he's funny.
One thing that I learned from Coach Mark is how to pass the ball with good form, and then how to play through balls. And the other thing that I appreciate from Coach Mark is that he helped me find my right position.
Hi, Coach Mark. Thank you. I just want to thank you for how much you've taught me, especially how to communicate with my team, because the way I communicate also helps with my passing, the way I have friendships with my team, and just everything all around, even my social life. And I want to thank you for always respecting me, especially when sometimes I don't deserve respect. You stay with that respect with me, and you just give me it. Thank you, Coach.
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is I need to redo.
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is how important preparation is. Oh, please stop. Okay, do it again.
Ow!
One thing I learned from Coach Mark is not to play square pass. One thing I appreciate from Coach Mark is all the hard work he does before a game, like all the preparation and stuff like that he makes us do, and it really matters.
Wait, hold on. One thing.
One thing I learned from you was how to play a great long ball and build up with
I think the thing that I learned from Coach Mark was how important the little details were. And one thing that
Something that I learned was how to play the sixth position. Something. I don't know the second question. What's the second question?
One thing you appreciate.
Yeah, let me read it.
One thing that I appreciate about you is your patience with us, even though I know we're sometimes really frustrating. One thing that I learned from you is. Wait.
I learned from Coach Mark is how important nutrition is. One thing I appreciate about Coach Mark is how dedicated he is, and he spends many hours doing what's best for us.
One thing that I learned from Coach Mark.
Nico!
One thing that I learned from Coach Mark. Dude, bro, that's disgusting. Okay, Andres, you go first.
Hi, Coach Mark. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate how you give me the respect sometimes when I don't give you the respect that you deserve. But I mean. Alright, focus. Alright, shut up.